Thank you all. It's really a joy to be here, and we'd like to begin this evening's program with some music. So I'd like to invite the choir to come up. This music was written by Swami Kriyanandaji, and these two songs really are the theme songs of Ananda, as the choir who is arriving on stage will sing for us. The first song is called Walk Like a Man. And it's a song of strength, of independence, and that is certainly needed if we are going to follow God's will in our lives for us. We need that strength. The other song is called Many Hands Make a Miracle, because though it is important to stand on our own 2 feet, it's also a great joy when we can join together with others who have similar ideals. We inspire each other, even in this gathering today, being among fellow truth seekers is very uplifting, because in all of our environments we aren't always surrounded by devotees. And so when we do have those chances, those opportunities to be together, it's of great strength and a great blessing. So that's what the second song expresses.
Walk like a man, even though you walk alone. By court approval, once the road is known, let come who will, but if they all turn home, the goal still awaits you. Go on alone.
Follow your dream, though it leads to worlds unknown. Life's but a shadow, once the dreams have flown. What if they cry? Your dream is not alone. Your soul knows the answer. Go on alone.
Give like your heart, bless everything that's grown. Fear not the loving, all this world's your own. Make rich the soil, but once the seed is sown, seek freedom, don't linger. Go on alone. Walk like a man, even though you walk alone. By court approval, once the road is known. Let come who will, but if they all turn home, the soul still awaits you. Go on alone. Go on alone. Go on alone. Many hands make a miracle. Let's all join hands together. Life on earth is so wonderful when people laugh and dance and struggle as friends. Then all their dreams achieve their ends. Many hands make a miracle. People climbing together. Soon we reach to the pinnacle of every mountain
one of the prerequisites, one of the requirements when we speak of this topic today, how to know and do God's will. To be able to know God's will, to be able to know anything really, takes energy. One example is if we are asleep, someone can call our name and we might not even hear them. Right, I don't know if you remember the cyclone Varda very well. We certainly remember what happened afterwards with all the fallen trees and so on, but I don't know if you remember the cyclone itself, the storm as it lashed. And I myself don't remember. I was sick and passed out for the whole entire storm. My wife was looking out the window, seeing all this, thing, wondering if the building would hold, and I just peacefully slept, and she said, there was a cyclone. I said, Abadiya. I missed the whole thing because I was not aware, because I didn't have energy. In fact, I was quite sick, and that's why I slept. But also to be able to do God's will or to be able to do anything, again, it takes energy. Until we have energy, there's really not much to talk about. It's sort of like running out the door, hopping on the two-wheeler, turning the key, and no petrol. So all of my will, all of my interest, all of my desire gets to go nowhere because I don't yet have the energy to do that. The other thing is even to care about God's will or to care about what we should do next. When we have energy, it's easy. I've got energy, I just need to direct it. But when I don't have energy, after maybe the 17th dosa, and then someone says, emergency, and I say, Enache, can it wait? Tukam venam. These are the only Tamil words I know. And so then we say to ourselves, listen, I need to get some energy moving in order to get myself moving. And of course the question is, how? It's all very well to say, yes, we need energy, but how? This is really the question that yoga is here on this earth to answer, is the how of the spiritual path. Sometimes people will come and listen to a philosophical discourse and say, it's all very nice, but what do I do? How did it change me? And how do I put these things into practice in my own life? How do I do it? And so we'd like to begin with answering both of these questions. What do I need to do to get more energy? And then, how can I do it? Or rather, if I need more energy, how can I get it? And so I'm going to ask Prasanna to join us all here, lead us in some exercises to get the energy moving.
These are called the superconscious living exercises. And Swami Kriyananda ji, pictured there at the end, created these inspired by what we teach in class as the energization exercises which were created by Paramahansa Yogananda. So we will experience a short but fun burst of energy at the end of this and during this. So I would invite you all to stand up first. So the first thing we will do is to walk in place with marching steps, and we will say an affirmation along with each of these exercises. So the first one we will say, I am awake and ready whilst marching. I am awake and ready. 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 Yes. Good. Second, we'll use our fists, flinging it out to the sides, to the front, and jumping up, and you'll say, I am positive, energetic, enthusiastic. Let's do that together. I am positive, energetic, enthusiastic. 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 Good. Next, with our fists, we'll tap all across both the arms and we'll say, I am master of my body, I am master of myself. I am master of my body. I am master of myself. I am master of my body. I am master of myself. I am master of my body. I am master of myself. I am master of my body. I am master of myself. Next, with the flat of our palms, we'll rub all over our body and we'll say, awake, rejoice my body cells. 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 Good. Lots of smiles. And then with our knuckles we'll be tapping all over the skull and we'll say, be glad my brain, be wise and strong. 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 And I promised it will be short, so the last one, with our fingertips we'll be massaging our scalp all over, moving the skin on the scalp, and we'll say, awake my sleeping saint, wake. 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 Yes. Thank you. Take your seats back.
Thank you all. You were very brave. Now that we have gotten some energy going, and as Prasanna said, I can see it in the faces of you all. The eyes are more open. There's more teeth showing. And so it's a good sign. We're going to now, because it's one thing to get energy up and activated, and this is the first requirement. Then we want to try to be able to bring it inward, to go within. So that in particular, for example, to know God's will, the obvious thing that we have to do first and foremost is to be able to listen. It's one thing to pray. It's another thing to listen to see if there's any answer. You see, if you pick up the phone and call someone and then all they do is talk, maybe you've had this experience. And then and they ask a question, and before we can even answer, they've answered it for us, or they've gone on and said, there is no answer. What is your name? Oh, there is no answer. So it's the same way as God calls us, or as we call him. We want to be also able to listen, and to do that, we have to go inside and be still. So rather than go right into meditation, however, we will first do a chant. And this is a very easy to chant song. Maybe we'll do two. I'll see. Maybe we'll do two chants. We'll put the words up on the screen here. This chant that I'm going to sing that we are going to sing together, is called, What is This Life? And so the words are, what is this life flowing through my veins? Can it be other than divine? So let me say that, and if you can repeat it, you'll see it here, though, in a moment. What is this life?
What is this life?
Flowing through my veins.
Flowing through my veins.
Can it be other than divine?
Can it be other than divine?
And the answer is no, it can't be other than divine. It is divine. And then, in thy light, in thy love, in thy joy, I am one. I am one with the infinite Om. And so we'll continue, each time we sing it through, these words change. What is this life flowing through my veins? What is this energy flowing through my form? What is this consciousness flowing through my brain? Finally, what is this power flowing through my will? The rest of the song is the same. This is a very helpful message when we're feeling tired, if we're feeling nervous, I don't mean right now, but in our lives when we have to muster up the strength to put out willpower, to affirm, I'm not alone in this. I don't have only my own resources, my own limited strength. I have the divine life, energy, consciousness, power, these things that we can perceive, but they are just hints, reflections or expressions of the divine. And so it's important to affirm this so that we have it clear in our minds. I should mention everything that we're going to show you here on the screen and anything else that we can write down as techniques and tools, we will be emailing to you after the program if you've given us your email address. So you will have a copy of all of that. But if you want to take a picture of the screen or anything like that for yourself, that's perfectly fine too. So let me sing one line at a time, just at first, so we can get the melody. Then we'll all sing together. So the first line is, "What is this life flowing through my veins? Can it be other than divine?" Let's sing that together. What is this life flowing through my veins? Can it be other than divine? Then it repeats with a small change. What is this life flowing through my veins? Can it be other than divine? What is this life flowing through my veins? Can it be other than divine? And now the next part. In thy light, in thy love, in thy joy, I am one with the infinite, oh. In thy light, in thy love, in thy joy, I am one with the infinite, oh. And then it repeats, in thy light, in thy love, in thy joy, I am one with the infinite, oh. In thy light, in thy love, in thy joy, I am one with the infinite, oh. Okay, let's chant together. What is this life flowing through my veins? Can it be other than divine? What is this life flowing through my veins? Can it be other than divine? In thy light, in thy love, in thy joy, I am one with the infinite, oh. In thy light, in thy love, in thy joy, I am one with the infinite, oh. What is this energy flowing through my form? Can it be other than divine? What is this energy flowing through my form? Can it be other than divine? In thy light, in thy love, in thy joy, I am one with the infinite, oh. In thy light, in thy love, in thy joy, I am one with the infinite, oh. What is this consciousness flowing through my brain? Can it be other than divine? What is this consciousness flowing through my brain? Can it be other than divine? In thy light, in thy love, in thy joy, I am one with the infinite, oh. In thy light, in thy love, in thy joy, I am one with the infinite, oh. What is this power flowing through my will? Can it be other than divine? What is this power flowing through my will? Can it be other than divine? In thy light, in thy love, in thy joy, I am one with the infinite, oh. In thy light, in thy love, in thy joy, I am one with the infinite, oh. What is this life flowing through my veins? Can it be other than divine? What is this life flowing through my veins? Can it be other than divine? In thy light, in thy love, in thy joy, I am one with the infinite, oh. In thy light, in thy love, in thy joy, I am one with the infinite, oh. What is this energy flowing through my form? Can it be other than divine? What is this energy flowing through my form? Can it be other than divine? In thy light, in thy love, in thy joy, I am one with the infinite oh. In thy light, in thy love, in thy joy, I am one with the infinite oh. What is this consciousness flowing through my brain? Can it be other than divine? What is this consciousness flowing through my brain? Can it be other than divine? In thy light, in thy love, in thy joy, I am one with the infinite oh. In thy light, in thy love, in thy joy, I am one with the infinite oh. What is this power flowing through my will? Can it be other than divine? What is this power flowing through my will? Can it be other than divine? In thy light, in thy love, in thy joy, I am one with the infinite oh. In thy light, in thy love, in thy joy, I am one with the infinite oh. In thy light, in thy love, in thy joy, I am one with the infinite oh. In thy light, in thy love, in thy joy, I am one with the infinite oh. In thy light, in thy love, in thy joy, I am one with the infinite oh. This is very simple. This is just Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Let's prepare to meditate together now. Let's sit up straight with our backs away from the backs of the chairs. Try to have your shoulders rolled back and relaxed. Your chin parallel to the ground. Let's inhale, and as we inhale, let's tense the whole body. And then let's exhale and relax. Let's inhale again and tense. And exhale, relax. Twice more on your own. And now let's take a deep breath in and out through the nose. And now, as we breathe in again, let's try to do so without controlling the breath. Just let the breath flow in and out on its own. Try to be aware of the breath. Try to watch the breath. And while doing so, try also to keep your eyes slightly looking upward. Not too much, not high enough to make them hurt. Just slightly upward. This helps to stimulate spiritual consciousness. It brings energy to the spiritual eye in the forehead, the Agya Chakra. It helps put you in your superconscious mind when we keep the eyes gently looking upward. Just gently, no headache, no pain. Slightly upward is all that's needed. So with the eyes looking upward and watching the breath, try to take the energy of the chanting inward into stillness. If your mind gets just distracted, just bring it back to the breath. Let's meditate together now for a few minutes.